This is your one and only Firespark81 with your daily dose of video goodness, and welcome to the Survivalist. Today, we're going to take a look at some things I wish I knew when I started playing this game. Let's get to it. One of the very first things I recommend is getting to a raft as soon as possible. If we go into our build menu here, you can see the raft is right here. So you get to it very simply by going campfire, small chest, crafting bench, and then raft. However, once you build the raft, you will need a sail. You can get to the sail over here. You can see the path to it. If I'm not mistaken, I think this is where you start. Then you go here, to the rug, to the luxury bed sheet, and then that will allow you to make the sail. It's going to cost you 3 clumps of fur, 3 palm leaves, and 3 rope. Relatively cheap. You can get the fur really easily by killing rabbits. Having the raft allows you to sail to other islands. If you take a look here, you can see my map. So the map's pretty large and there's a ton of islands all over it. And one of the reasons you want to do that is because there's, I'm not sure if it's every time because it seems to be procedurally generated, but there is a chance that the island that you start on will not have any metal nodes, and you can get to metal nodes by going to other islands, and there's this dark gray area here that you see here and here. See how it's like dark gray patches? You find those and they have tons of metal nodes and gem nodes. And you need the metal if you want to advance through your crafting tree in the forge. You can see here, pretty much everything on this side takes some type of metal along with other stuff. This side's glass and like gems and stuff like that. This side here is all of your metal crafting. You also have a bunch of stuff in here that cost metal as well, like the lightweight arrows and the spears. The next tip is you can put chests on your raft. It's really easy to do. You just walk up to the chest, hold down space to carry it, walk over to your raft, make sure that the green box is somewhere on your raft. You can move in a little more if you need to place it anywhere on the edge. But if we go right here, we hit F and now it is on the raft. If I jump on my raft and I take it out, you can see the chests are moving with me. This is going to make life a lot easier for you when you are out and about because it will give you plenty of storage space. You can put a ton of chests all the way around the edge of this thing and have a ton of storage space for when you are out and about collecting stuff, so you can bring more stuff than the little bit that you can hold here in your hotbar back to your base. Next tip is to label your monkeys. So you can bring up this menu here, your monkeys menu, with the tab key on the mouse and keyboard or your left trigger on your controller if you're using a controller. You can see here I have all of my monkeys labeled so that I can easily tell what each of the monkeys are doing from this menu, and I also have them color coded. That is another tip. So for example here, you can see I have 2 cleaners. These guys are the ones that pick stuff up off the ground, and you can see I have both of them in the color pink. It says I can hit E to set the color and I can hit Y to rename. You can also just click inside this box here to rename them, or if you highlight over them and you hit E, that will bring up the set color thing, and then you just scroll this back and forth to set a color. This makes things a lot easier when your base gets a little crazy. As you see here, I have a ton of monkeys, but the cool thing about this is that I know that my pink monkeys are the cleaner monkeys. I know that these 2 tan monkeys have to do with building stuff when I place stuff down from the build menu. One of them runs stuff to it, the other one actually constructs it, but they both have to do with building. So it just helps to make things a lot easier when you start to get a lot of monkeys in your base and things can get a little confusing and crazy. And then if I ever get confused on which one is which, and I'm not sure, just by looking at them, I can hold down Q to have them come around me and I can highlight over them just to see what they do. Or if I don't want to do that because they're doing stuff and I don't want them to stop the task that they're doing, I can just hit tab and then come over here and scroll through and say, okay, well, this cyan one is my supply monkey. So that's the one that pulls stuff out of the chests and takes stuff to wherever it needs to be. This next tip is going to save you so much time. So monkeys use tools and the tools eventually run out of durability. Now, the more the monkey does the job, the less durability it uses on a tool, but it will eventually break and it needs a new one. So then you have to get a tool and you have to make it and you have to bring it to your monkey. No, you don't. You can actually teach a monkey to give other monkeys tools, and that would be this monkey that I have right here is my tool monkey. So all you have to do to teach them to do that, you can see that this monkey here, the shovel monkey, needs a shovel. So all I have to do in order to get this monkey to learn to give tools to other monkeys is to just hit Q hit E on him so that he goes into learning mode. I can also hold down Q and then click on him and then click on teach. So once I've done that, all I have to do is come over here and get into a chest and grab a shovel out of said chest and then find the monkey that needs the tool, come over here to this monkey and then give him the item. And then now you can see that monkey has learned to do that. So if I take this tool from him, the monkey will come over here and grab another shovel and then take it up there and then give it to him. This will save you a ton of time because all you have to do then is just make sure you have tools in a chest. So we do not have any shovels currently because I reloaded the save. You can see we don't have any. So now all I have to do is go over here and queue up a single shovel. So I just hold down on it, queue up a single shovel. After a few seconds, the monkeys will go through, they will make the shovel. Then that monkey's gonna run over, grab it, and take it up here and give it to that monkey because he knows he needs one. This is especially handy for your crafting monkeys so that they always have the sturdy multi-tool on, or a multi-tool on them, so that you never have to worry about them not being able to craft something when you need it. The next tip is don't swap monkey jobs very often. I mean, it's okay to have like one monkey that's kind of your jack of all trades monkey, but you don't want to swap ones that you have doing specific jobs, for example, crafting or gathering, very often because they level up as they do the job. You can see here, this monkey can now carry 12 items and he has 175% speed. That's because that monkey's just been the cleaner monkey, the pick up off the ground monkey since I brought it back to base. You can see here, if you take a look at my crafting monkey, you can see his crafting speed is at 400% and his efficiency is at 500%. And I'm pretty sure efficiency has to do with tool durability loss. So the higher their efficiency, the less they waste tool durability. So you want to have them stick with one job as long as possible. This allows them to be better at the job, helping you waste less resources in the long run, and also makes things a lot faster. Use your bow to harvest resources. And I know you're like, that's really weird. Why would I want to do that? Well, the bow does a lot of damage to resources. Arrows are super cheap and you can harvest a lot of stuff in a line. So if we pull back the bow here and we release it, you can see it just passed through a bunch of different things there and is harvesting more than one at a time. So you can also do that with your spin. If you grab your axe and you do a spin, you can move around and hit more than one thing. But you see there, I was only able to hit two, as where if I line up properly with the bow, I can fire an arrow and hit a whole bunch of things at one time and make harvesting super fast. You can see there, we just passed through a bunch of bushes, trees, all of that stuff. So if you're in a nice thick area, you can shoot a couple of arrows down the way and just harvest a bunch of stuff quickly and easily without ever moving from the spot that you're in. And your bow never goes away. It doesn't lose durability, only the arrows do. And if you take a look here, arrows are relatively cheap. So for the base arrows, it's 3 stone, 3 of the wood rods, and some petals. And then light arrows are 3 metal, 2 of the stone rod, or 2 of the wood rods, and 3 petals. And once you find the metal nodes, you will realize how cheap that really is. So wasting arrows is not a big deal. Make sure to make use of your map markers. You can put a marker anywhere on the map you want to. If you take a look here, I have one at home, so I can find home really easily when I'm out sailing around. I also have one over here to mark resources that I like to harvest. That's metal nodes over there. And all you have to do is just click on the map wherever you want. You get an option of what map marker you want to put down, and then that's it. And then you just put it down. You can click it again to remove it. And if you take a look at my compass, you can see up here, it's showing you the pickaxe marker so that I can easily follow that and know which direction I need to go in order to get to the island that has the materials I want to harvest. The last tip I have for you is make a training dummy. It's super helpful if you like to take fighter monkeys with you. So if we take a look here at the crafting table, you can see where it is right here. So you just follow this path along here, you get the animal trap, and then you can make the training dummy. All you have to do to use it is just pick a monkey that you want to train. So we'll just grab that one there. Now it's ready to be trained. And then all I have to do is just shoot the training dummy and bam, there we go. Now that monkey's ready to fight. All I have to do is just give him an item, and now I can take him with me, and I have a quick and easy fighter monkey, and I don't need to wait to find an enemy first in order to teach the monkey to fight when I'm ready to go out. One bonus tip for you, if your base gets a little crazy and you don't know what to do, and you're like, oh my god, there's monkeys everywhere, I need them to just get out of the way, you can train multiple monkeys at one time. So we just hold down the train button, throw bananas at a bunch of them, and then now they're all ready to be trained. I can come over here and just pick one of these poses here, and then all of the monkeys are just going to go stand over there out of the way, and then I have my base cleaned up a little bit. I can do the same thing with these here. Just go to these, hit them all with a banana, and then now they're all ready to be trained. So all I have to do, come over here, do a pose, and then there we go. And then now they're all out of the way. They'll stay there though. If you take a look now, like when I hold this down, they don't come running. They just continue to do the pose. So I have to click on, I don't advise stacking them like I've done there, because then you may end up with a problem where they're all over top of each other. But if you do that, you can move them by just doing this, and he should move over to here now. And yeah, so you can just get the monkeys out of your way quickly and easily by doing that. Okay, so hopefully you found this video helpful. If you did, consider hitting that subscribe button. And yeah, that's going to wrap it up for this one. If you like what you saw, consider hitting that sub button. I want to give a big thank you to my patrons for making this episode possible. Y'all are absolutely amazing people. If you'd like to join my elite crew of Patreon supporters, please check out the link in the description below. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment down below. Let me know what you thought. If you're shy, you don't like to comment, just hit that thumbs up button and show your support. Until next time, thanks for watching.